Welcome to the Bivouac Crew, everybody. Today we're planting Redneck Mix by Ridgeline Seed. Follow along, show you how to do it. We're tilling up food plots today. Today we're doing this plot up here under this hedgerow. We're gonna be putting Redneck Mix up here. I got the little tine harrow hooked up to our case tractor and we're gonna till it up. It's nice when the soil's pretty loose and it breaks up real nice. All right, so we got the tillage done. This soil is up on the top of a hill here, so it's naturally kind of lighter soil, lighter, fluffier soil. This field was in crop rotation for years and years. We just planted grass in it here now because we're gonna start making hay off of it. So the soil is pretty decent soil. You know, there's organic matter that has built up over time, so the soil itself is, you know, still pretty decent soil. So the next step in the process is we're gonna run this drag harrow over, and what that does is that's gonna level out the clump, smooth it out a little bit, create a nicer seed bed. Then we're gonna broadcast the Redneck Recipe with that Scott's lawn spreader, and then we're gonna run over it again with this. Honestly, what I should do instead of running that over it again, I should have a cultipacker and run a cultipacker over it. Now I do have one, but it's currently broken at the moment because there's a bearing that has gone bad in it, and I haven't fixed it yet. But ideally, that's what you would do, is run a cultipacker over it. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run that drag harrow over it, and then I'm actually gonna run my tires over, pack it down with the tires of the four-wheeler. It's going to take a while, but I want that to happen because there is some corn in here and sunflowers and some seeds that I do want to get well pressed in there and good seed to soil contact. So that's why I'm going to run the tires over it. This is what it looks like. Got a lot of sunflowers in there. We've got soybeans. We've got corn right here. It's gonna be a cool mix. And now we pack it down. And here's the finished product of the Redneck Mix planting. A lot of the seeds, you know, they're buried a little bit more. You know, I would obviously like to get some of these corn and bean seeds maybe a little bit deeper, but this will have to do for now. We're gonna see if it comes up good. And if it does, then we know that this method works. And it will work if you're limited on equipment. I find that that's what a lot of people struggle with, especially myself. You know, you watch a lot of these food plot videos and there's just all these pieces of equipment that they say you should have and you need to use, like use a roller and then a crimper and a sprayer, and obviously all of those pieces work. They have a purpose, and yes, they will obviously make a better plot. For me, you know, I'm limited on the equipment that I have. I don't have a sprayer, I don't have a roller or a crimper or anything, so trying to find methods to plant these food plots that don't require a lot of equipment is something that I do a lot. And so if this method turns out to be a good method, then we will do it again. It's time for the food plot update. This plot has come in very nice and is establishing itself very strong. There are spots that are weak, like right here, and then there are spots that are really strong. The reason being is back early in the spring, I came up here to push a lot of tree branches out of the way, and it ended up scraping topsoil off. So this is a spot where there was a lot more topsoil, and there's a spot where there's less topsoil. But let's take a look in here just to get an idea of what's really growing in here. We got a soybean here. Obviously, it got nipped off. We've got I think we've got some rye and some triticale in here. We've got, honestly, there's so many things in here, I'm not even sure what they are. You can see, I believe these are peas. But we're gonna leave this mix go all year long. Hopefully by the end of the summer, beginning of hunting season, it'll be super tall and thick and provide cover and food for deer and maybe even be able to hunt up here. So this is definitely a cool mix. I would highly recommend planting this if you kind of have an area where you kind of want to just more provide some wildlife habitat. This is a really awesome blend. I'm curious to see again how it'll do throughout the summer. We are a little bit dry right now, so a good rain will definitely make this stuff pop even more. But I'm really excited about it just to add another layer of habitat and food for not only deer, but a lot of wildlife. So check out honeyplots.com, link in the description, or you can click it right up here. You can look at all the Ridgeline seeds and the blends that they make. This is definitely a cool one. If you're curious about this one, again, check out the Redneck Recipe. I call it Redneck Mix. Check it out. I think you're gonna be happy with it.